Hello everyone and welcome back to Ladybooks. Today we're gonna talk about K-dramas. I feel like it's been ages since we haven't talked about K-dramas on this channel, while it is a big part of my life. Because if you know me, you know that I'm passionate about K-dramas and you know that I love recommending and talking about K-dramas. So I figured that for once I will do a video not talking about one K-drama in particular, but giving you my recommendations of my favorite K-dramas of all times and space. This is gonna be a part one because if I'm if I'm gonna come and tell you about all my untouchable K-dramas, we're gonna be here for hours. But so I'm gonna do this in multiple parts. I'm gonna film a part one today and post it to you. Tell me if it'd be interesting to see the part two. So these are for me the K-dramas that are absolutely madly untouchable. This is why I call them my untouchable K-dramas, which means that I accept no absolute criticism about them. I really enjoyed them so much and they have such a deep, profound place in my heart, and forever a piece of my soul is left with them, and forever they left their fingertip on my soul. Like a piece of my soul is with them and they are forever in my soul. A piece of my heart is with them and they live forever in my heart. A piece of my memory is with them and they live forever in my memory. This is how much I love these stories and this is how much I love these K-dramas. So I figured that it would be interesting to give you a video about all the great K-dramas I've ever watched in my life. So there is no particular order, and it's not because, for example, there will be some K-dramas that I cite here on part one that I enjoy them more than the ones that are in part two. It's just the automatic order here on TV Time, and I'm gonna follow that. So without further talking, let's jump into the video. How can we start talking about my untouchable K-dramas without starting with Crash Landing on You? If you know something about me, you know that I love, adore to a point that is not imaginable, Crash Landing on You so freaking much. This show is a show that feels like it's mine. I know that's it's very popular and that everyone watched it, but I feel like this show belongs to me, to my heart, to my soul. I feel it like that. It's mine. It's my story. I love it and I love recommending it and I love when people watch it and I love talking to people about it. This is a show, when I watched it, I wasn't able to watch anything else for 3 freaking months. And till now, I'm able to listen to the soundtrack Secret Will by Kim Kyung-hee, sorry, and I am still able to cry with it. This is the amount of emotion this K-drama has left in my heart. I really enjoyed it so much. It's the story of Yoon Se-ri, a very rich businesswoman from South Korea who will end up falling in North Korea and who will meet Ri Jong-hyuk, who's a soldier from North Korea, and their love story will start from there. It is so profound, so beautiful, rich with family dynamics, with found family, with friendships, with beauty, with a beautiful, magnificent, absolutely unforgettable love story. It is such something I would recommend, and I would recommend you to recommend, and I would recommend you to watch alone and with your friends and with your family. So please just go watch it. It is so beautiful and so full of emotions, and I haven't met any single person to whom I recommended this and they did not enjoy it. I feel like it is physically impossible to not enjoy Crash Landing on You, and if you need another incentive to motivate you to go watch it, the main leads got married after this K-drama. They literally fell in love after the K-drama. So when you watch them, when you watch their romance, you actually can be sure that they're not even acting, they're not even pretending, they're actually in love. They're now married and they have a son. So yeah, if you need another motivation, this is it. So to me, Crash Landing on You really feels like a never-ending story, because I feel like the fact that they are married in real life just makes it like an infinite episode 17 that it just goes on and on and on. So yeah, very beautiful story, very beautiful K-drama. Our second K-drama is Tale of the Nine Tailed, starring Lee Dong-wook and Jo Boa, and it was the K-drama that signed the return of the Kim Bum, of the one and only Kim Bum. And this was a K-drama I enjoyed so much that I watched it 3 times. I enjoyed it so freaking much. It's a fantasy. It's a fantasy, and it's a rewriting of the Gumiho tale, the tale of the nine-tailed fox, and it is so beautifully written, edited, directed, produced, released, anything you want. And the love story between the two main leads really always gets me, between Leon and Gia, because Leon is a gumiho, he's a nine-tailed tail, and he has been waiting for the reincarnation of Gia for literally 600 years, and for 600 years long he hasn't looked the way of another woman. He was just looking for her, waiting for her to reincarnate. If that is not setting your standards into a level that is already unachievable, I don't know what can. So the story was really interesting, and I really loved discovering this myth of the Gumiho. This was the first time I was hearing about it, and I was so interested about it after that I dived into it and then looked into it, and the ending was so freaking interesting. They made a season 2, but the season 2 is like, it's a follow-up, yes, but you still need to watch season 1 to understand. But season 2 doesn't have all the characters from season 1. It doesn't have, for example, the main female lead. Not that she's written out of the story, no. It's just that the second season is a flashback to the past. I still haven't watched season 2 yet, because I want to do a rewatch, a fourth rewatch for season 1, then dive into season 2. And apparently it's really good. Everyone that's watched it really enjoyed it, and I've seen some spoilers, and everything I was afraid they were gonna do, they didn't. So it's safe. It's a safe area. They're not ruining the ending of season 1, because I felt like the ending of season 1 was really perfect. I have a full video about Tale of the Nine-Tailed. It's in French. I did this. I shot this video at the very beginning of my channel. I'm gonna link to the video in the description box if you want to see more about me talking about this show. So it's really enjoyable, it's really well written, it's really the perfect balance between romance, mystery, fantasy, and a little bit of horror, but not really. I don't like horror, so it's just the right amount of folklore. There were just some really creepy parts, but not something that would actually set you off, because I don't enjoy horror at all, like at all. So if it didn't bother me, it won't bother you too. It's just something that is related to folklore, and sometimes it was like a little bit creepy, but in the best way. Our third K-drama is The King, Eternal Monarch, starring Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun, but also Woo Do-hwan. Woo Do-hwan had a really interesting, important, such a magnificent role in this K-drama. And The King, Eternal Monarch is a K-drama you will either really enjoy or totally hate, because I've seen a lot of negative criticism about this that I didn't get, but a lot of people actually didn't get the story. They were like, we were so confused. And yes, you could get confused, because this is a story about time and space travel, and you need to be really concentrated with that in order to get it. And I really love time travel and space traveling stories. They are really my kind of stories, so I really enjoyed this one. And to tell you, before The King, Eternal Monarch, I was not really Lee Min-ho fan. I was not like an anti-fan, but I was like, I don't see the fuss about him, like. But after this, oh my god, it was like he was born to play King Leekon. It was like he was born to play King Egon, and I really enjoyed that. Like, some people were like, the chemistry with Kim Jong-un, it was just not it. I was like, were we watching the same thing? Their chemistry was on fire. Like, I really enjoyed watching them together. They were like, to me, the couple when it comes to like couples on Korean TV. They were really a good match. So I was like, were we watching the same thing? I really enjoyed watching them together. They did such a great job portraying both of their characters and portraying the relationship between their characters. The story was really interesting. It was so different, so original. It made you be so concentrated with it. I watched it more than one time. I watched it a couple of times, I think, and I'm still ready to watch it and rewatch it. It was such a great K-drama that I would recommend with my life. And it was really enjoyable, and the ending was one of the most interesting endings I've ever had to witness. And then number 4 is the one and only Vincenzo. So I was talking with some friends earlier, and I was like, there are two types of people who watch Vincenzo. You are either like me and you will fall in love with it since the first minute. That was me. I really enjoyed it from the very first minute. Or you're gonna start enjoying it starting from episode 4, because this is where like the action really starts, which is why there is a plot twist. There is an event that is gonna like set the events on fire. But I personally think that is something that gets you hooked from episode 1. It's about this guy, Vincenzo, who's originally from Korea but who was adopted in Italy, and who grew up to become the consigliere of the Casano family in Italy, of the mafia. So he's a consigliere, and now the godfather is dead, and he's gonna come back to Korea for a reason that I'm gonna let you discover. And he finds himself entangled with the people that live in the Gunga Plaza building, and with Hong Chae-young. She's a lawyeress, and they're gonna try and take down a pharmaceutical enterprise. So how and why and where, it's such an interesting story. I cannot tell you more, because if I tell you more, I'm gonna be spoiling things to you. But again, I have a full-length video about Vincenzo. The video is in French. I'm gonna link the link to the video again in the description box if you want to go see my full analysis of it. I really enjoyed this show. I watched it twice, and the 2 times I enjoyed it so freaking much. It is a show that kept me up until dawn, multiple days. I really loved it. Some people expect Vincenzo to be an action K-drama, while the action is not actually shoot me, shoot you. This is not the kind of action, like it's not like the kind of action that you see in the K2. It's the kind of action that is more in the vendetta, in plotting revenge, in plotting how to take one down, in plotting how to achieve their goal. And it is a very dark and serious, and there are some very sad things that happen, some very really sad things that will happen during the story. But I feel like they well balanced it very well with comedy. Like the comedy elements was just fire, and the found family elements, and also the romance between the leads, I really enjoyed. This could be a really interesting topic for another video. Tell me if you would be interesting just watch a video about romance in non-romance K-dramas, because there are K-dramas that are not romances, but still they have a side story that is a romance, and these kind of shows are the best. Like the way they portray romance in these is just amazing. It's just untouchable. I really think that they really do, the Koreans really do the romance and non-romance K-dramas really well. So the Hong Chae-young and Vincenzo's romance, and the way they were acting all along like an old married couple while they were not at all together, and the slow burn between them, everything was perfect in this show. I really enjoyed it, and I really highly recommend it to you. Number 5 is Do Mature Service, and I feel like this was a very underrated K-drama. It didn't get all the hype it deserved, or perhaps it had all the hype it deserved while it was airing, but the hype died really quickly afterwards. I feel like this should be a K-drama that is talked about till now a little bit more, because the story is really genius, and it's really interesting, and it's really deep and moving, and it really made me so emotional, and I really enjoyed it so much. I remember that this is one of the really few K-dramas that I watched while it was airing, and it was pure torture to wait for 2 episodes a week. It's the story of this woman who will get she's an editor, and she will get a diagnosis of cancer, and she only has 3 months to live. And then she makes a wish while she was drunk one night. She was like, if I'm gonna die, make the universe die too. And who hears her? Mulmong. Mulmong means doom in Korean, and he hears her, and he was like, I'm gonna exalt, I'm gonna be granting you your wish. You just need to. She was like, no, I was just drunk, I was not thinking. But he was like, I'm gonna ease your pain for 3 months and make you live, and at the moment that's, well, you were gonna live like healthy till the moment that you die. You will not experience like the last months of the pain that comes from being sick during the last months of your life. But when will come the time that you will die, you will make that wish again, and I will grant it to you, and we will end the universe. Because he doesn't want to be doomed anymore. He is literally responsible for every single bad thing that happens in the world, and he doesn't want to be that anymore. So he wants the universe to literally end, and to make it disappear. So imagine falling in love with doom itself. This is such an interesting story. Koreans have done it all, and this was such a beautiful story to witness. It has our beautiful Park Bo Young in it, and our handsome Seo In Guk, and they both did such a magnificent job portraying their characters. And on top of them, and of their dynamics and of their story, and you're always asking yourself, where the hell is this going? How are they gonna, please, will they give us a happy ending? On top of that, there is the supporting characters. I don't like to call them just supporting characters because they are so necessary to the story. But there is the second female lead, her best friend Najina, and there is a love triangle for her best friend between her first love and this other guy, Chajiuk, yes, Mr. Chajiuk, who's really in love with her. He's an editor working with our main female lead, and franchement, the second leads, they really, I'm tempted to say that they stole the show, but they were just as equally important as the leads. I really enjoyed watching them together, watching their romance, watching how it blossomed, and from everything from the friendships to the story to the writing. Oh my god, the writing was so beautiful. The way, for example, Mulmong, who's actually Doom itself, was telling her all along from the very beginning that he loved her, subtly and without actually saying I love you, was just so beautiful. I was like, oh my god, this is so beautifully written. The writing was fire, and then there was some really interesting family dynamics with her family and how supportive her family is. So yeah, Do Much Your Service, absolute favorite. I really enjoyed it, and I really wish more people knew about it and more people watched it. I think it's available on Netflix now, so go for it. It's a really great show. And last but not least, I think I'm gonna stop here for this first part. I really wanted to do like more, but I feel like the video is long enough. For once, let me do a 20-something video and not a 15 minutes video. So I'm gonna stop here. And the last K-drama I would recommend you, my last Untouchable K-drama for this part one, is Angel's Last Mission Love, starring L, the singer, the K-pop idol, and the beautiful one and only Shin Hye-sun. And if there is something about Shin Hye-sun, is any K-drama she does is gonna be a good K-drama. She delivers. She's a good, great, amazing actress. She's like a great actress, and this K-drama was no exception. I think that perhaps I discovered her with this K-drama. This is a K-drama I watched a long time ago, perhaps in 2018 or 2019. I was in high school, I remember. And I remember being so sad during all this K-drama. Like there were some comedy relief moments, but oh my god, yes, they gave us our happy ending, but they dragged us so much into that happy ending. Like, we suffered so freaking much. I really felt pain watching that show. But the story of the show was in itself very interesting. I watched it a long time ago, so I feel like it's probably about time I do a rewatch. But it's the story of our main male lead, who's an actual angel, but he did something, I don't remember what, and he risks to get kicked out of heaven, but he gets one last chance, and his last chance is he has a mission, Angel's last mission, and it is to find the true love for our main female lead, to find her true love. Little did he know that he was her true love and that he was gonna fall in love with her. But the thing is, our main female lead is one cold woman. She was a ballerina and her career suddenly ended when she was the victim of an accident where she lost her eyesight. And the story begins when she actually recovers her eyesight by the sacrifice of a person in her life. And this is where our story begins. And his mission is to find her one true love. And I really love their cohabitation. They're gonna live together. And anyways, it was a very beautiful story. And at the beginning you feel like it's gonna be funny, it's gonna be all fun and giggles, and then suddenly you're like, oh my god, this is sad. This is actually really sad, but it's very beautiful. It's an interesting story, and it's one I really recommend. It's really delivers with emotions, with the dialogues. I remember really enjoying the writing in it. So yeah, this was one K-drama I would absolutely madly recommend you, and it is such a great one to end this video with, to end my list of recommendations of untouchable K-dramas with. I'm so excited to film a part 2 for this, for these recommendations of my untouchable K-dramas. I still have many for you. The next video will also, I think, have 6 more recommendations. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me if you like this format of multiple recommendations instead of just like one. I'm still gonna do like the one length full analysis of some K-dramas, but yeah, tell me if you enjoyed this one. I really hope you did. I really tell me if you have watched actually some of these, and if some of these were already on your list. Tell me what are your untouchable K-dramas. What are these K-dramas that to you are absolutely standards. Tell me if we have some in common. So yeah, I really hope you are doing great, and that you are taking care of yourself, and that life is treating you gently, and that you are treating yourself very gently. Thank you so much for following with me. Thank you so much for watching me. And as always, je vous aime et à très bientôt dans une nouvelle vidéo.